Later. And I did it live, didn't I?
Yeah.
Hi everyone.
Hey guys.
Happy Friday. Wow. Dory doesn't even know what day it is.
And Happy New Year as well.
Yeah, do what the banner says. And the ticker it says that both of our books are on Amazon. Nicole poetry book, Shadow Abyss, and the first book in the Hunted trilogy, Hunted, The Moral Kiss.
There we go.
What's
That
up?
was really delayed. In chat, like, I said waiting, and now it finally showed you. I'm like, that was a long delay.
But now we're live.
Yes.
Wow, YouTube.
YouTube?
Get your stuff together. It's New Year.
Probably not. So, we fought for this podcast. We talked about comments. And I figured it'd be smart to do what we knew, which is comments from the 90s before Marvel started the Secret Wars and before DC did the New 52s. Lauren's like, coming in?
What are comics? What are comic books? I mean, it's funny that when I was really into, like, ready to get into comic books to see superheroes that I really liked, my vision already got decreased to the point where I couldn't read comics. And still haven't really found a good way to make them accessible unless you hire someone that wants to read it to you.
Or if you get permission from the publisher to get a PDF version. I mean, Stan Witter did recommend a few, not YouTube, but web pages to try.
Yeah, Webtoons was one. I don't remember what the other one was.
Tulp.
Yeah, and then the one that everybody knows to get digital comics is Comixology, which
is not accessible.
No.
But yeah, so for me, I would, during middle school and high school, I'd find comments here at our local library, or I would spend the days at Barnes Nobles and just stack comments and read for the day. And the ones I read were The Mutated Spiderman, X-Men, one or two Daredevil comments, and then G.I. Joe was the last one I read before my vision started going bad.
Yeah, I always thought it was funny. It's like, it's not only the thing that you did in Barnes Noble, because it's not like, no, they frown upon you reading the book there without purchasing them. But technically, if you're there to have coffee or tea and read the book, they don't really know that you're doing what they frown upon. Unless you're there from, like, when they open and when they close, that'd probably be a red flag. And they're, like, every day. Before COVID.
Well, I mean, at least I was respectful. There'd be some people that would be sitting in the shelves and, like, have the comments, like, curled around their fingers, destroying it. Or, like, eating that, like, wave your hands and, like, getting all their comments as well. It's, like, that's so gross when you, like, want to read comment after them. It's, like,
What did you do today? I stayed up a little bit too late reading last night.
Again?
Well, I mean, we're in a new year. I was like...
Well, yeah, as Lauren said, I think I was only asked twice at Barnes & Nobles to leave because they called on I was reading their comments and not buying them.
I just feel like, well, I'll just buy this when I'm reading, and it's all good.
No, usually I did that. What I do is I take my collection and move from the table and move to, like, where the art books are kept, knowing that no one really goes in that section.
Unless they're artsy.
And
or buying from someone that's artsy.
And right there for another hour or two before I left.
Oh, shit, you'd make me leave.
But I feel like the only comic book I've read all the way through was The Mutated Spiderman. I read the entire comic arc.
What are your thoughts on it?
I liked it because it definitely made me think of the 90s cartoon. Because Peter was snarky, yet intelligent. And a lot of time when I do Spider-Man, they usually show me either being highly intelligent or idiot. Like, no one really knows how to balance the two together.
Aw,
Hmm.
he's alive.
Oh.
Andrew here.
Was he?
It says hi, lady.
Oh, sorry. Sorry to do this one-handed.
No, you're fine. I got the chat. I don't want to pop that up on the screen, but
What, quack?
no, the streamer's logo telling you how to pull chats up on the screen every time you live stream.
Are you sure it's not in YouTube? Unless you do it on a different platforms, don't you?
Yeah, it's his personal YouTube page. It says his name.
No, well, I said it's acting up, as usual. But yeah, I liked it because of a lot of banner they had for Spider-Man in the comments was what I enjoyed, which is intelligent but a little bit perverted.
Oh, because through Facebook, that's why you're not seeing it. But
Okay.
look.
Oh.
I mean, Spider-Man's such a pivotal character in Marvel. I was watching something the other day and they were pointing that out about how for the longest time in the 90s and 2000s, almost any Marvel comic that was sent out had Spider-Man somewhere in it, like an Easter egg.
Yeah.
You think of Marvel, you think of Stan Lee. You think of Stan Lee, you think of Spider-Man.
But I kind of wish at the time I'd known how valuable this one comic was. I probably would have stole it from the library. It was The Death of Gwen Stacy. And it actually was in printing tradition despite it being a library item.
Sorry.
And at the time I liked, oh, it was a cool comic. I read it and I returned it. Only I found out years later that it's a rare edition. Worth a lot of money.
Yeah, and probably now, like, the libraries don't know how to prevent people from taking their book and messing them up. So.
Oh no, it's probably either stolen or destroyed by now.
Somebody else will probably click around that and take, like, this is a Spider-Man comic book. This might be worth something one day.
Well, it was a comic, so I'm like, that's no big deal.
You're not supposed to steal books from the library. I know sometimes they'll have, like, discounted books to buy.
Yeah. I mean, I did it for comics and manga.
Oh, that's a whole another
genre.
I wish I could read. Come on, book. Make everything accessible. Yeah.
Well, I said there is a website for manga. I can give you. You can read that way.
I will try.
Yeah. But yeah, I think the other one I enjoyed was G.I. Joe because I know it sounds weird as on chat, but I actually enjoyed the comments and action figures for it.
Well, they made it into a cartoon in the 90s, right?
Mm-hmm.
And then that's based off the comic.
And the action figures, yes.
I can't think. Well, Hasbro made the cartoon, but they didn't make the comics, did they?
No, Hasbro has rights to it for comments in the shows and all that.
But they didn't write the comics, did they?
No, but they have the rights to it.
Right.
But my favorite character has always been Snake Eyes.
He's a ninja. Sorry, I just made the whole thing shake. I'm sorry.
You're fine.
I had to do like a belly laugh inside when I said it because you could be any of the characters that you read in G.I. Joe. You would be him.
Yeah, I mean, I ran ninja. I jump scare you all the time.
Yeah, which is not cool that you taught our niece to do it.
But for Ed and Daredevil, they're a little harder for me to find. Ian Mark Knowles. I think I've only found 2 for them.
Yeah, it would have been cool to read more of those comics because I like the idea of the X-Men of how like they're a band of misfits joined together to protect humanity from itself.
And government.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's kind of true about real life. That government, if you're not part of society, treat you like crap.
The night before last, I was watching another YouTube video. They did a Well, the guy running it was like a giant fan of the 90s X-Men cartoon.
Oh, that's a good cartoon.
And he was able to get a lot of the cast together, the voice actors that did the voices.
Oh, nice.
Because they're doing a memorial video for the actor that played Scott, or Cyclops.
He passed.
And it was just interesting, like, they were saying that they wish that they had been able to do more panels before he passed, because a lot of people had come up to him and said, like, you know, your show helped me get through life because it showed, like, you don't fit in society. It isn't necessarily a bad thing. It doesn't necessarily make you a monster.
Now, see, Daredevil, I liked the comics, but I have not liked any of the live action adaptation of it. No.
The movie!
I didn't like the movie, nor did I like the film Netflix.
Okay, but at least the Netflix was better than the movie.
I don't know. To me, they're kind of on the same level.
Well, we talked about the debate of, you know, casting non-disabled actors to fill the role of characters with disabilities, because there's not a lot of characters that are disabled in fiction that have, like, they're the hero of their story.
Right.
They're like a sidekick, like a B-line story character, or they're like a victim.
Yeah. It just makes me annoyed knowing that there is a disabled acting community out there, and none of them were approached for the role. And I get why it's the whole thing of, like, doing acts and fights and all that, but, like, you have a stunt double for that.
Yeah, and he did have a stunt double outward. I don't get why that has to be an issue.
I don't know. And annoying when I see people trying to be blind, it's like, these are stereotypes we're trying to kill, get rid of.
Yeah, and it's very insulting too, because the fact that you can pretend to be blind, and then sometimes people watch that and they don't know who the actors outside of that role, and they might think, like, I'm finally represented in something huge.
Yeah.
A comic book, and B, a popular comic book.
But then, the counteractive argument is that if you're the same way similarly to your disability, they think you're faking. Because they saw someone act it out.
And that was believable.
Yeah. Which I've faced at a large because, oh, you're blind, but yet you're acting like you can see, so therefore, which one's a lie?
I don't think I've asked you this before, but are there comic books inspired by the LARP community?
I haven't got this on.
I mean, I know a lot of people consider technically Dungeons and Dragons, and that's how it's, well, they're not necessarily comic, but they have graphic novels.
Well, that's one, and then the newest one is Vampire Masquerade, which I do not support. I don't support LARPs that have no intention of assisting or embracing the disabled community.
What do you mean?
Well, there is a branch of that in Maryland.
Oh, this is the one you're gonna go join?
Yeah. But it's in the city, and I did not feel comfortable doing that by myself for my first LARP.
Oh, this was a vampire LARP.
Yes. And the idea of the LARP is, and again, it's vampires, is how it only at night in the city. And despite me asking what accommodation they had, they pretty much treated me like, oh no, you can't join, we're for full or some other stupid reason. But then, if you don't want to support our community, why should I support you? But now, more common, I know a lot of LARPs will have a comic book or graphic novel created to boost sales for their events.
That's really smart. Does Dragon Friends have one?
They don't have a graphic novel, but they do have a board game they created.
Okay. Remind me to circle back to that thought after the stream. I have something to share a new idea.
Oh god, not another one.
It popped up with Daisy.
But, I mean, It's funny as you'd think I'd read all the Batman comics, seeing how I'm a huge Nightwing and Teen Titans as Raven fans, but those were hard comics to find, and the ones I did find were really hard to read. Because the writer for that would like to use dark backgrounds and dark bubbles or fonts.
Yeah, they actually have, like, Nightwing actually has his own comic. It's
Right.
called Nightwing.
But the fact that the contrasts were so poor, I got headaches trying to read them. Oh, I prefer shows for that.
Yeah, I really want to read. If there's a way I can make it accessible, the
Outlaws?
yeah, thank you, Red Hood and Outlaw.
Yes, I know Red Hood's your favorite bird, isn't it?
Well, and Arsenal in it, and Starfire. Oh, maybe those reasons.
That is your favorite pairing, isn't it? Starfire with Arsenal.
Mhm.
Despite Aaron Ross being like, she was out with Nightwing.
Well, they both have passionate, fiery personalities, so I think they would work well together. Not that they have to be lovers, but like partner in crime would be cool.
Yeah. In fact, for me, my favorite pairing for it was always Nightwing with Raven.
Two dark souls bound together by darkness.
Richard don't have dark soul. That's why I liked him for Round, as he was always sarcastic.
Well, I mean, vengeance.
That's different.
Is it?
So that's the one I liked Road Retzman. Yeah, should I do this? Nope, not even come on. He, by the way, started out as a villain before he became an X-Men. Did you know that?
I did not know that. Because of the whole, like, Deadly Touch by Poison Ivy?
Well, originally she was taken in by the Brotherhood, and they're using her to steal powers from powerful mutants or
That's
heroes.
smart. I mean, that's tough for her, but it's smart.
And the last one she attacked was Captain Marvel, and
She killed her.
she killed her or put her in coma, depending on what comic version you want, and that made her mind to X-Men.
Yeah, it's so funny. I can't her name. The voice actor for the comic. I mean, the cartoon X-Men. I couldn't think of it. But like, her Southern draw accent is like subtle. Like, you know, you're like when you do like your like sleepy like dark voice you said you were gonna do for the book.
Yeah.
So when she channels that, it comes out. The Southern draw comes out more, and she said a lot of times like people will like question like. Because she's now, like, in her 60s, so a lot of people won't look at her and think, like...
Rogue.
Rogue. I mean, plus it was a cartoon. And then she starts talking, it's like, wait a minute.
There it is.
Wait a minute. It's like Bob. I think that's the coolest thing about meeting voice actors instead of, like Hollywood actors.
Mm-hmm.
Because they don't have to look like the role that they're doing.
No. But some of them, you hear the voice, and your mind's like, I know that voice. Like, when we met Tara and Grid, we knew they were.
Well, I mean, there are some voice actors that don't try to take on another type of voice or an accent. They just do their natural voice and use that as a character.
Like, I always forget his last name, but the actor did Zuko.
Oh.
Danny. I never remember his last name. But
Danny Vasco.
Thank you. But yeah, his voice is his natural voice for his characters.
Well, I'm really surprised I thought of that.
Except for when he did Jake Long.
Yeah, and that's why when I was watching the video of like all the things he was in, I was like, oh. But then like, you kind of hear it.
Yeah.
And then they show like clip from Avatar that fit the voice he did for Jake Long. Like, oh. But you don't see it right away unless you watch everything that they're in.
Right. Like, I didn't do that.
But I know for me, I think either I would want to read the like old school comic for X-Men and the Man Without Fear for Daredevil because that's the darkest take on the character.
Yeah, the only comic I could find for Daredevil was when he had a crossover with Black Panther.
Ooh.
And that was the only one I found at the library.
Well, that's pretty cool.
Yeah, Matt had been poisoned as Daryl, and he's trying to home to get either find Share or get away from Private Eyes, no one to find out his secret identity. And he literally slams into Black Panther. I'm not going to try to say his name.
T'Challa.
Thank you.
Yeah, kitty.
Live release. Say my name. Say it.
Wow.
But yeah, so, and he helps him. And that was the only one I could find I read.
I had a thought and it fluttered away. And bye. Oh, yeah, I remember at one point that when I think it was the second or third year we went to Comic-Con, I had the idea of making our own comic.
Oh, I remember that. And we went to the panel.
I went to like every panel of like learning how to make a comic. And then I'm like, well, I can't draw. I would have to hire an illustrator, and that's expensive to do every panel.
No. There's apps now where you can't draw and you just use the app and it'll help you create it. I mean, think how far that's gone since then, you know? But I don't know. I kind of put off making a comment when we went to the panel about starting it up and we got treated like crap because we're girls and we're blind. And it kind of put me off the idea.
Well, I can say another cheating idea, but Siren.
Somewhere in the world, a fire as tall as my Lauren. Every time you hear a siren.
Yeah. Like, either making our own comic or taking superhero and making it into a graphic novel.
Oh, I had to finish writing it first.
Yeah. What is it today? It's like, boing, boing, no idea, boing, boing. After, like, a, what, 4-month dry spell?
Yeah. So, you watch more of the shows that are based on comics than I have. What was your tell that?
The adaptations from comic books to either
Movies.
animation, TV series, or movie.
Exactly.
Now, it's unfortunate that it's only the two big powerhouses, DC and Marvel, like...
Well, no. Buffy is based on a comic. And we both watched that.
Well, no. They wrote a comic after Buffy ended, and it happened for a lot of big shows.
No, there's a comic series before it, too. It's just not well known.
Yeah.
There was a small comic written for it, and there was the novels.
Yeah, and then there was a movie before they made the show, because the movie flopped.
Oh, the movie was bad. What you're saying, I mean, drop.
No, you're fine. Dory's gonna stay on track.
Wow, that's a first.
Don't jinx it. I just throw myself. I got excited. My little baby.
You're saying?
No, it fluttered away. Oh. Well, yeah, Dark Horse brought us Constantine.
I wish the show had been better.
NBC show, and then it moved to
CW.
But then other than that, it's just Marvel and DC.
Now, see, the show done by NBC?
What?
Constantine, the first version.
Oh, yeah. Sorry.
It was based on comics, but they were trying too hard to keep it clean. So that Constantine didn't smoke, he didn't curse, he didn't drink and light. Well, he visited us. That's Constantine in a nutshell.
Yeah. I don't know, when he went on to CW and they showed a more authentic version of the character, I liked it.
Well, yeah, I'm saying that's something that lacked, but the story around it was more authentic. If you didn't do if you weren't doing the animator route.
Oh, yeah, and then also, like, it seemed like with that transition, you got a more authentic character, but then the writer didn't know what to do with the character. Because a lot of the other heroes were ground level heroes, like the Green Arrow,
Flash. Right?
Yeah.
Supergirl.
Well, it's not really a ground level hero, but...
Well, that's how you're treated. Alright, CW, they're all the same playing field.
Even Alien. I'm sorry, Kryptonian.
But I did like how when they did Justice League Dark, they showed him I think that was my favorite version of them.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Yeah, I'd be up to rewatching that one. I feel like for the DC animated film, it's like hit or miss. And, I still have to watch because I keep hearing this is really, really good. And you can chime in and see if you watched it. Is Batman the Phantasm?
Mm-mm.
I heard it's like the best DC animated film to watch. And then obviously, Under Red Hood.
Oh, yeah.
Is my favorite.
So I haven't been able to watch any of them fully, but I've been able to find enough clips on YouTube to figure out the synopsis or the gist of the movies. But I like Batman versus Huss. Not because of the famous Catwoman, but because of the backstory for Riddler. Because you already tell it was trade when the comments were trying to make Batman and Catwoman married.
Yeah.
So they kind of made her one of the major characters. I'm like, boo. But to show the Riddler be forced into the Lazarus pit and come back as Huss, I'm like, what spoiler? Oh.
I haven't even watched it yet. God damn.
Oh.
Now I got referenced another movie. That's messed up.
I'm sorry.
This is what happens. You get really, really excited. This is what happens when we read books together. You get really, really excited, and it's like, well, this happened.
Oh.
What happened? Can you explain it more? And it leads into more spoilers. So.
Well, I mean, it's not really a big secret. If you're watching the movie, you'll figure out like a third way in.
I haven't watched it yet.
But the other one that caught my interest was Batman and Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles.
Yep. Oh, what I was gonna say.
And then trying to see all the villains for Batman being treated to a mix of Director Venom and the Ooze.
Yeah?
And showing them like being half human, half animals.
We'll mention like one or two more each for DC and then we'll do Marvel.
I know. And then they show Joker turn to a snake.
Why?
I don't know. I really thought he turned to a hyena, to be honest.
Yeah?
I guess as a Joker Venom. Snake Venom.
Are there any other ones from
Excuse me.
DC animated or live action that you like?
I like Flashpoint.
Yeah, no, like Justice League War and then Flashpoint, right? Or the other way around?
Yes.
I forget the order.
No, it's War, then Flashpoint. When Flashpoint happens, when the whole series resets.
But Justice League War is cool because you show like all the heroes that are like extremely popular in DC at their peak.
Yes.
Like you show like Aquaman like come out of water with his trident, which is really cool, and like sharks come up behind him. And you see like Wonder Woman like using the lasso of truth as a whip.
Mm-hmm. And I'm trying to think of how to order right now. I'm not sure on that one.
Yeah, no, I'm not even sure. Because I thought Flashpoint and led into. Wait, no, I think Flashpoint was a result of the Holy War because all of them die. Dang, now you got me doing it.
I don't know.
You got me with spoilers.
But I can tell you the one thing I did not like was their version of Teen Titans with Damian.
Yeah.
That should have never been created. And I was so happy for the sequel to Justice League Dark with the Apocalypse. You know, there's Flashpoint, which means it no longer exists.
Yeah, has there been a DC animated film since? I know there was a Red Supergirl or Superman. I know it was Red Dawn something was one.
Superman, Red Dawn.
And then they had one for the rebirth of Wonder Woman.
Yeah.
But they haven't done any Titan, and there hasn't been an announcement of another Titan one.
I think it's the fact they didn't do well with the subpoint. Oh my gosh, them turning Raven into a weak little girl. I'm like, no. I'm sorry, but no. That's not Raven. Ugh, and then they put her with Damian.
But see, I have to disagree because they made Starfire the leader. I was like, well, that's cool.
You haven't seen Judas Star Trek yet, have you?
I have.
And yet you still... You're not annoyed that they made her victim too, like Raven?
What?
And Judas Contract.
Wait. Judas Contract is the one with Blade's children, right?
Yes, with Tara.
Yeah, I didn't watch that.
Yeah. Watch that first, and then tell me you still liked it.
I did watch it though. How is she a victim?
Because of the fact she was super easy to capture.
But she... How did I miss that?
They show Richard right out to the apartment.
Yeah.
And when he goes out there expecting her to be there, she's already gone.
No, I thought she went, like, after the...
No, she got captured. They all got captured but Nightwing.
What's the Titan movie before that one now?
Titans versus the lead.
Yeah.
But she's not in that one. Or she's only in the first scene.
That's not right. I still need to watch Teen Titans Go versus Teen Titans just to see. I saw a clip today of Beast Boy versus himself, and it was pretty entertaining.
Yeah, that actually didn't mind. I would mute it.
You can tell.
No, it's only 3 steps. You're good.
Okay, so now we should share Marvel some love. They did bring us Daredevil, whether we hate it or not.
Well, they bring us Daredevil.
Black Widow is badass.
Yeah. I wondering why when they did Avengers, why they left out the fact that Hawkeye is deaf.
He's deaf or hard of hearing.
He's deaf. He has hearing aids. Because he has eardrums from using all the airs and stuff. So he actually has hearing aids. But in the MCU, I mean, not MCU, but not right? MCU, Marvel's universe?
Mm-hmm.
They don't show that.
Yeah, the disabled community could use some more representation in comic book movies.
I liked, oh, right, there's some Paul hearing aids. I don't see them liked. Seriously?
I didn't know that.
Not to have that in there?
I didn't know. It makes me like him more. I didn't know that about him.
Yeah. I mean, I don't know he's hard of hearing, he's deaf, but I just know that he has hearing aids. That's from the comments.
Yeah, and then somebody was telling us that in the Daredevil comic, that he had a sidekick named... Wow, I got really excited. Because they were deaf, hard of hearing, and used ASL.
I don't know who you're referring to.
I can't remember the name of the character. But it must not have sold very well, because I don't remember reading where Daredevil had a sidekick.
I don't either. But, and X-Men, girl is a blind mutant, and she's in the cartoon for, oh, what's it called? It's not the real X-Men, it's the X-Men, oh, why am I'm blanking on it, but it's the one with, like, Spike.
The cartoon, isn't it?
Yeah, but not the 90s cartoon, the one after it.
Oh, X-Men Evolution.
Thank you.
It was the very end of the 90s into 2000s, so.
Yeah. So when they introduced Mystique, they showed a girl with her that's a serum, but she's totally blind.
I don't know these things. I feel dumb. Well, misinformed.
I ain't misinformed. And, I mean, that was the only time you introduced her, and after that, I guess not a lot of fans were really into her because she was only in, like, part of one season, that was it. You know, straight after that.
They didn't write her off, they just didn't bring her back.
Right.
I mean, did they kill her off?
They just stopped using her. Like, she's only in 3 episodes, and that's it, for one season.
Well, going back to Daryl, I mean, his mentor, Stick, is another blind character. I mean, not who trained him.
Yeah.
And that's all I can think of.
Which, I kind of wish I could have found this one comment. There's a comment where there's a crossover between Spider-Man and Daredevil and Peter comes across Stitz.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, not tell me about you. Hey now. And next thing you know, Peter's on the ground, died pretty much 20 feet from Marvel. Like, do you worry about that?
I think it's cool that they said in the comics that both Peter, well, Spider-Man and Daredevil had both donned the other costume.
That's cool.
I can imagine like somebody coming around, it's like, it's a swinging devil! Run! That's an uprising!
And then another one I wish we could have found and read was with not Daredevil, but Spider-Man and Deadpool.
Oh, Spidey Pool.
Yes.
I heard that's funny.
I'm pretty sure it's probably R-rated comments.
I don't know. I don't know if it'd be R-rated, but it would be PG-13 at least, because it's Deadpool.
Cool.
But I remember Spider-Man, in a lot of comics, either like high school or like in his 20s, so...
That's why I like the animated series, because of the fact it started at his senior year of high school and college.
Yeah.
And all the other ones, it's always high school. So I'm like, I like this.
The Amazing Spider-Man cartoon?
The Amazing Spider-Man comics, he was in college for most of it.
Yeah, and that's the one they adapted for the cartoon, right? Or no? Because when you watch the cartoon, it says...
Yeah, he's at university.
NYU.
Yeah.
Yeah, okay. For someone I actually haven't read comics, I'm like pretty adept to understanding what you're saying. And it's like, I thought you were going to be like here, now I'm going to be like here.
No, but I mean, if you're watching or expecting us to do any new comics like 52 or Justice League War or Secret Wars, that ain't happening. I didn't read any of them.
Yeah.
And yes, I know Nightwing has his own comics, and I know his art. I know a lot of comics arts, but I didn't read them.
You know, a little bit of the Nightwing comics I know that I saw when trying to see if they were going to make a movie for the character.
Mm-hmm.
You know, apparently there's a part where he is, and I think this is where they got inspired from the Titan show, which we're just not going to...
No, we're not mentioning it.
But that he's like a detective, like a police detective by day, and then Nightwing at night. What's your thoughts on that?
So his story arc was that he was raised by Batman, then he went to Bloodhaven and became Nightwing, and he actually is a police officer.
Right.
And then he ends up becoming a detective. But during that arc, Batman apparently dies, and Nightwing has to get the mantle of Batman. And then when Batman resurfaces, he is about to be Nightwing, but I'm not sure what happens, but he goes from being Nightwing to Agent 13, who is a blacked-out undercover agent for a mob.
Yeah, and then that's where he fixes his death, right? And they believe that he's dead.
Dead, yeah.
I mean, he can arrest me.
I know, right?
I mean... That's the thing that always amused me with, like, anime and cartoon and comic book characters. It's like...
They're hot.
It's eye candy, yeah.
Exactly.
I mean, God, can you think of an ugly superhero? A male superhero?
Yeah, it's called Last Man.
No, I mean, after... like, because he's an older character, though, too.
You put it out there.
Fine. That's in your age bracket. That you would look and say, other than not being your type, is ugly.
Jason?
Huh?
Jason?
Jason Todd?
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah, because he's turned all stars on the Latcher's Pit. And from what Jeff Riddle.
I mean, technically, it was Deadpool.
My point stands.
Yeah.
Oh, gosh. Yeah, that's one movie I would not recommend watching, is The Killing Joke. That was done bad. They turned it into more of Make Your Own Adventure movie than a natural movie.
No, it's not The Killing Joke. It's Definite Family.
Oh, well, it's the same comic, though. They made different movies.
Yeah. I read The Killing Joke is okay.
It's not highly rated. But We were talking about Marvel and we went back to DC.
And I consider myself a Marvel fan.
I mean, like I said, I like X-Men. I like that from Marvel and Spider-Man and Deadpool. But yet, most people today, when they think of Marvel, they think of the Avengers. But until the movies came out, I had no clue about it.
Yeah.
I mean, let's face it, I am happy though because they're not Loki. And he is my favorite Avenger. If you don't consider an Avenger.
And even though you don't like the route that the Avengers went with Hawkeye, you do like his character.
I liked his comic book character.
Right.
Because, like Nightwing, he was from the circus.
So if you go live near a circus, you'll find yourself someone that you can marry. I gotcha. You like people from the circus?
You're being an ass. Yeah, sometimes he was from the circus and he had a brother named Kritzoff.
Wait, so you just like men that are agile. That's right.
Exactly.
And nimble.
And together they create crimes and were robbers and thieves and stuff like that.
Oh my.
Until he was partnered off with Rodenoff, and with her is what slowly turned him towards the good side.
Oh, Black Widow.
With one in the comics, they're a couple. In fact, there are some versions of comics where they're married. With why I did not get MCU, why they weren't together.
Yeah. I also wonder if they're gonna even show them working together at all in the Black Widow movie, because it seemed like they were like.
If it's ever made.
Yeah. What's the verb because it seemed like in the Avengers movie, like they're friends and like they work on some cases together, but they weren't like. They didn't make them a couple. They weren't even like partners.
Yeah, and like that's not the case. I mean, they kind of saved each other in the comics.
But wasn't it in
And they're both assassins, and they don't show how to be one.
in Age of Ultron where they showed where he did hook up, it wasn't Natasha, it was like her
sister.
Which it was like.
Wait, she has a sister?
No, not her sister, like her cousin, like a family member, but not.
No, it was her sister.
Yeah.
And I said that when we were watching, like, why did she have a sister?
Well, technically, at the Red Room program where she was trained to be an assassin, they're all technically family.
Right, but the girl Hawkeye marries wasn't in the program.
Okay, now I'm just like, what the fuck?
And that was my reaction for Ultron.
That makes sense. It's Age of Ultron, I'm sorry.
Because, unlike, she doesn't have a sister. She's an orphan when she was taken in for the program.
Yeah.
I don't know. I feel like they didn't want to do the dark routes. They're like, yeah, I mean, it's kid friendly. Rover and Feinstat aren't facts. But I don't see Black Widow being made or being released.
Well, it is made because they wanted to release it in theater over the summer.
And yet?
So they're just holding it.
We got the crappy Wonder Woman movie. I mean, to be fair, I didn't like Wonder Woman the first movie or Captain Marvel. So, like I said, so far, female-oriented movies are crap made.
Yeah, I'm just sad because out of the DC technical heroes, Wonder Woman is my favorite. Yeah, I have Harley Quinn, but she's a villain. So.
Really? I've never been a fan of Wonder Woman.
No?
No.
But she's an Amazon.
I know, but she's pretty much a Girl Scout.
And yet, they always pair her up with Batman.
Right. Because he's damaged. Finishing fits him.
Man, now I just thought of Superhero Cafe episode.
Oh, that was a good watch. And like I said, the only comics that I was into that wasn't Marvel DC was G.I. Joe. Which, live action movies were both crap.
Yeah.
You can tell whoever wrote the script for that did not know their subject at all.
Unless I feel like whether it's an animated film or a live action film, like them trying to adapt it from another media, there's like unless they do their own thing on it, they're a misdirect. It's like when you try to adapt video games to film.
Yeah. Because most of the times people that are directing it or writing scripts either haven't played it, haven't seen it, or know nothing about it.
And if it's okay for they don't even know anything about it, what they know from it is like hearsay from somebody else.
Exactly.
Like, I feel like you're gonna get a different sense of connection to characters and the story hearing it from someone else instead of you going to go and watching it.
Right. I mean, the only reason why Iron Man was such a big hit is because a good chunk of that movie is ad-lib by Ryan Jr. that he made up on the spot.
Yeah.
If he had stuck to the script, no one enjoyed it. Sleepy kitty.
It rained today.
Yeah.
Which is another time where it's like go to the curl look at book or comic when it's raining. Or sleep.
But yeah, what Lauren referred to earlier is that I actually wrote, well, it's like how we written a novel that's like superheroes centered.
Well, technically, if you're going in the sense of like the DC Marvel universe, it's enhanced human abilities.
Right, it's dynamic programming. But it's
Dynamic
usually the
love.
route people go with comics. It's either they're born with a mutation,
Yeah.
they're hit with something radioactive, or it's an experiment done by the dumb or dumb wrong.
I can hate because the government likes to play.
God.
Yeah. It's alive! Yeah, I had to go there. Sorry. Bring forth the life, my mega automatic chicken.
And that usually is the route, but it's, I mean it's just an easy way to explain why a person with power hits like, oh yeah, we stirred your DNA. Deal consequences. Bye. A lot of times it's a government trying to create a super soldier, and like I said, it never does right.
Or create their own army. Well, I mean, if you go the other route and you don't explain how their power came to be, then people are mad because, like, we want you to explain this.
Another one that pisses off people the most is when it's mystic or magic definition.
Yeah, and that's called magic realism.
Oh, really?
Yep.
I didn't know it was an actual term.
Yep. Where that's where I've learned from BookTube is magic realism is when it's put in books of a magic system that's not explained, and it comes out of nowhere. And it's like, oh, it's always been here. And that's their answer.
Yeah, I mean that's how a lot of people felt when they saw Shazam. Did I wonder why I explained?
Well, I mean, he's a wizard. You don't have to explain anything.
I mean, I got it for Doctor Strange. I mean, at least that one explained, but I feel like Shazam wasn't really explained very well unless you already read the comments or you know nothing about mythology to figure it out on your own.
Well, in a way, like, the guy that gives him his power hit him with, like, a shaman entity of itself, right?
Right, but it's
And
not
that-
explained.
And that's what they did for Doctor Strange. Because he's going to see a way to save his hand.
Yeah, but Doctor Strange explained, okay, here's the wise one, and he kind of stole it, and then, like, gifted.
I don't know. I thought how he shows his good power was kind of the same way.
I mean, it kind of is. Oh, excuse me.
But I think Marvel's gonna upset people because they're saying, like, when they finally get to introducing mutants X-Men to their universe,
Oh my gosh,
They're
that
gonna-
show looks so bad.
they're gonna say it's magic realism that they're always there among us.
Yeah, just hiding.
Yeah. Well, it looks bad.
The trailer. I've seen the trailer for New Mutants, and it's bad.
Oh, no, that's not MCU. That was Fox before they got the rights.
It's so like trash.
Well, so was Dark Phoenix.
Oh, that was.
Dumpster fire.
Well, to be fair, a lot of people aren't a fan of Dark Phoenix in the comments.
the idea in the comics is pretty cool.
I don't know. I'm just saying that Jean Grey was not a big favorite among fans.
Yeah, we talked about this yesterday. Our favorite X-Men is Rogue and Mystique.
Shadowcat.
Oh, yeah, and her. Kitty! A very domineering X-Men name. Kitty.
No, her name was Shadowcat. Or learn to say her name is Affecting the Shadows.
Okay, that's pretty cool.
Yeah, that's some advantage her power stays that she Affecting one with the shadows.
Yeah, wow. I thought it was just facing roofing, like a ghost.
Nope.
But that's... Wow, okay, that's pretty cool.
And damn it.
Yeah. A thief with a heart of gold.
A hard thief.
Still a thief.
No, I didn't say what he used for hire.
And how to turn Gordon into putty. A hot guy with an accent.
I'm surprised he hasn't made an appearance in the live action movie yet.
Well, technically...
It doesn't count. That crap does not count.
What? X-Men Origin? Wolverine?
Yes.
Couldn't you get it out? It was a straight face. Oh.
So I did hear that they're trying to do a remake of Fantastic Four and Green Lantern.
Well, yeah, Fantastic Four coming. It's the guy that directed the last 3 movies for Spider-Man. Homecoming.
Ugh.
Is directing the Fantastic Four.
I'm
movie.
sorry, but I do not like the new Spider-Man.
Yeah.
I find him highly annoying. I haven't watched any of the Spider-Man movies, not because I can't access them, but because I don't want to torture myself.
It's kind of annoying. I mean, it works for Infinity War, because, like, the little kids remember about the adult, so that's their little charm there, like, that much.
I've seen those scenes. I saw them highly annoying.
Yeah.
I'm sorry, but it just feels like a little kid playing dress up.
I mean, it's cool what they want to do for Spider-Man 3, like, bring back anybody that was ever in a Spider-Man thing. But
yeah, it's gonna be crap.
they're gonna get, like, what, 2 seconds? It's a 2.5 hour most movie.
Unless they break it into 2 parts.
I think what they're trying to do is they saw that the animated Spider-Verse film did so well.
And
Like, it was the first comic book movie to win, like, any type of award for a comic film. And so they want to capitalize on it and copy it.
Yeah, I wasn't a big fan of that movie.
But I like the idea. I think they executed the idea they had really well.
I thought the idea was good. I just found the story lacking. I feel like the Spider-Verse concept and the PS4 game was better done than the movie.
Ooh. Yeah, don't touch me.
I'm not judging.
Yawn. Oh, here's yawn.
But then there's the video games. Or cartoons.
Usually those are not as good, or like they seem off-brand in the comic.
Yeah. Well, it is interesting that they did make a video game for Avengers. And I did not hear any reviews for that one. I remember the Warzone made fun of it.
Yeah, and that the Spider-Man PS4 game was like the best comic book inspired video game ever made.
I liked it. I watched a walkthrough playthrough of it. And I actually enjoyed it. It made me think of a nice cartoon. I think my favorite cutscene from that was Peter's making dinner for MJ at our apartment. And here's like the police starting in the background. So he changes his costume, he's about to out the window, and she's like, "Do you just leave your clothes on the floor?" Pauses, thinks about it. "No." And you're about to grab them.
Wow. I was gonna say like a Spider-Man character that's heavily underrated or not used enough
Black Cat.
Yeah. You knew where I was going.
But that's the sad thing though, is DLC, is that what they're called?
Mm-hmm.
She had one, and it was not done well.
Let's pretend it's not there done. That's fine.
But it seems like for Spider-Man, the one they're always overdone is Dot, Green Goblin, and Lizard.
Yeah.
And there's other villains in his franchise. Oh, and Venom.
Well, I didn't realize he had such a giant rogue gallery. I mean, like Batman until you told me some of the villains in the game.
Yeah.
Like, a lot of them are ones that you never even heard of.
Well, there are some that, like, says they're so low intelligence-wise that a lot of people don't consider it, like Scorpion and Rhino.
They're more like henchmen.
Oh, yeah.
Sorry.
But then you also have, like, the Kingpin, you have mob bosses. Like, Hammerhead, and you have Morbius, which was the vampire version of Dracula for that one. I'm trying to think what the other one was called. There's another mob boss, I'm trying to think what his name was. Oh, Tombstone.
Oh, yeah.
But yet, they're never shown. Like, that would be a cool way to do about it. He didn't want to do the Kingpin every time. I mean, it was neat that they showed Mysterio.
Fishbowl.
But unsurprisingly, showed Mysterio and showed Chameleon. And usually they work together.
Oh. I don't know. I didn't watch that one. Oh, Homecoming. Yeah, I was trying to think which one it was.
Yeah. But usually they work hand in hand because they're both good at sleight of hand.
I really think it's cool that despite you not liking the newer Spider-Man film, that they got Michael Keaton to be a villain.
Who?
Michael Keaton, like the very first Batman, or one of the original Batman.
Oh, duh. I should have known that.
That's okay.
I'm not good with names. You know that. One of those actors.
That's okay. They're
No!
You pinched me.
You patronized me. Yeah, that's a hard word to say.
But he couldn't have been cheap.
No.
Like, yeah, I'm too old for this. I'm retiring. On an island somewhere. But if you could be in a comic book, would you want to be a hero, a sidekick, a villain?
And a hair.
Yeah. I was going to give you that option because I knew that was going to be your answer.
You call me Lady Loki. What role would I picked?
Yeah.
Well, let's face it, I said my favorite Avenger is Loki, and he's not technically an Avenger. I mean, he can be, if they actually saw what happened to him instead of assuming he was a villain.
Well, I mean, technically they are going that route with a Loki series of him being the hero of the show.
Yeah. But I kind of agree with other fans that he wasn't really in charge of the invasion, he was just another puppet.
Yeah. And I don't think they really give that any light until you go into Guardians of the Galaxy.
I mean, shoot, when they show Thanos meet Loki, he was petrified when they showed the scene.
Yeah. Can I get my answer?
Yes.
I would be a sidekick. No, I wouldn't want to be the hero. I wouldn't want that burden of like.
That's no one laughing.
You can join in at any time in any adventure, or you can just go off and do your own thing, like what Nightwing did. Technically, Nightwing is a sidekick.
I know. That's not why I'm laughing.
What?
That what you're naming Fart Girl?
No!
I'm sorry. I had to bring that back up.
No.
Or wait, or would it be Dr. Fantastic?
Huh?
Like all Platt's art place?
You're horrible.
I'm sorry, I was too busy not to resist.
No, you're not.
Oh. Yeah, Nightwing was a sidekick making his own hero. But he still has that sidekick montage because of the fact that he's able to work with a team.
Yeah.
And like I said, when he had to take the mantle of Batman, he, of all their Robins, he decided to use Damian as his partner.
Yeah.
But I do like the fact that he only got the mantle for Batman after fighting both Tim and Jason. What's she doing? Oh, wow.
Yeah, I got a notification on YouTube and I saw it at the time.
Yeah.
Go ahead, you can finish your tangent.
Well, the reason why he fits Damian is because of the fact he felt like he was the one that still needed to be taught how to be a hero. I mean, he didn't really do it with Jason, but he respected him.
Yeah.
It's funny. He went back to DC.
No, I gotta refresh my answer, and everybody asked, "What are you, DC or Marvel?"
Oh, I turned you to DC side.
No,
Yes.
no, you were just carrying the conversation because you read more comics than I have.
True.
I think when it comes to the type of media and comic we consumed, you've read more, and I've watched more. Yeah.
That's a fair assessment.
I mean, I've seen almost all the live action stuff, except for the DC stuff that was released in the last year, and all the Marvel stuff except for Infinity Saga.
But in my defense, I like comics more than what I could see when I read it because it had intellectual demolition to it. Where watching movies, I'm bored.
You sure it wasn't you reading the comic and pretending you were one of them?
I mean, not deny it, but except for getting a few shuffles here or there, most live action movies you showed me for superheroes, I've been bored.
Yeah, they haven't impressed you.
No.
You need to find like the bloody gory ones. I'd probably get you.
I did. I watched
Blade.
DC Dark and Blade, and I was still bored.
What kind of book is Blade? Is he Marvel?
Dark Horse?
Well, he's Marvel now.
Yeah, but originally he was, I think he was Dark Horse originally.
I mean, yeah, his name's universe is Constantine. And Constantine was Dark. Yeah, I think you're right. I'm gonna look that up later.
Yeah, that's a guess. I don't remember which one he was part of.
But Marvel definitely owns him now.
No, another franchise that would be killed.
I mean, really? How are you going to introduce vampires into a family-friendly film? Really?
Well,
Really?
you saw the trilogy from Morbius that they're not made.
That looks crappy.
Well, the thing was, though, when you're in Morbius, everyone got excited because we all thought they were going to do the Mutated Spiderman comics that he did in the show. Yeah, that's how Morbius was created. Is that Peter has mutation going on, and he's experimenting with blood in the lab, and Morbius steals it and starts experimenting with bats. They're vampire bats. And then, like with the spiders, one that's loose bites him and turns into a half vampire, half human. That feeds him plasma.
Blah, blah, blah.
So, when everyone heard Morbius movie, that's how we all thought that we would get that version of Spider-Man.
And you didn't.
And that's why all the fans tweeted it. If we should do our outros, we're past the time.
No Dark Spider-Man for you.
Yeah, I don't think he wants Dark and not to do outside comments.
Yeah.
And Spider-Man 3 does not count. That's him being mopey, not Dark.
Yeah, another plot just floated away. I think that's cool. That's why DC is doing their own thing of I can't think of what it's called. I did a Joker and one of the other. It's like what's it called?
Darkverse?
Yeah, it's a little alternate universe, but it's all adult rated comic.
Oh, I remember
Elseworld.
Also,
yes.
yeah.
Yeah, I'm gonna get mad. I
Well, seeing he said that it was all rated R, I knew what you're referring to.
Yeah. You know, Marvel needs to do something like that. But they won't.
They did in comments. They did during Flashpoint.
No, I mean in the live action.
Oh, that's never happened.
No. Technically, Disney owned Marvel. No.
The last you did for that is Deadpool.
Deadpool.
And that's it.
This is like our first podcast that went over the hour.
And you didn't think you knew anything about comics.
No, I said when we got into the adaptation stuff, I'd be good.
Yeah.
I could hold my own. But a comic book, I'm like, what's that?
You still hold your own.
What's that? I don't know how to read. Little pictures.
Yeah, I feel like that's the thing though. It's like you're saying that you'd be able to time when someone read to you, but you gotta see the picture with the bubbles. Otherwise, it's lackluster.
I don't know. But though the blind reader was saying that Marvel released a book, an audiobook of like them narrating everything that happened in the Avengers movies. Which I
That's
thought was
neat.
cool.
There is I can't read the channel, but there is a person on YouTube that will take a comment and will show panel by panel on the screen, and then not only describe the comment but also the dialogue in the book as well.
Okay, you gotta send them my way.
And I thought that was pretty neat. Because then I'm able to actually like know some of the new comments from him.
That's really cool. That's really being very inclusive to our community. Cause it's not like any other way. It's like I can't see it.
Yeah, the last time I watched, he was doing the one for Red Hood and Outlaws.
Wait, you're just saying that's what I want to read.
He does DC, Marvel, TNT. Like any time you think of, he's done it on his channel.
That's really cool.
I'll have to send you the link and then you can add it.
Yes, oh definitely.
I thought it was really cool. He did it and like it's very descriptive.
I'm so giddy right now. You did that on purpose.
I did.
Meanie.
Love you too.
Now we do the outro.
Well, you want to do intro.
Yeah, I know. I was thinking that.
Oh.
Because I got stressed, like, doing, like, admin, laundry.
Excuse me.
And we started late.
I'm not sure how interdasty I am. I apologize.
Hmm?
I apologize for something I'm very dasty. That's not like me.
Cool.
No, it's not like.
Give you more carbonation. You guys could earlier. Is that it?
I don't know if that's that or if that we're eating healthy. It's like, yay, do real tasty food on other days.
Purge. Cleanse.
Really?
You went there.
Yeah.
Oh, Dory.
Well, either we do actually do our videos or we just tell them what we're happening next time to say bye. That's how you want to do it.
That work. I mean, we're already over the hour. So.
Yeah. So, like I said, Disney New time is 8 Eastern Central on Fridays. And what do you want to do next week? We can do books, movies, manga, since we did comments.
Oh, that'd be fun.
Are you sure? Because my area of manga is just as vast as the comments.
If not more. I'll just be like commentary. Reactive.
Well, no, we did. Then we compare the manga to the animes we've seen. They're based on the same ones. Like Attack and Raidmaster.
I'm just gonna go watch anime right now. That's fine. I'm doing research.
Okay, we do that or we do movies?
No, I'm doing it! Oh man, movies would be such a heated debate.
I would say books, but I feel like books I have you beat.
Nikki's list? Off the screen? My list.
You're getting there, you're slowly reading more.
Wow!
But to be fair, I've been reading since.
I was a baby.
Yeah.
Cuckoo caca. Picture.
I think it's funny when people ask, like, what was the first book you read? And, like, classics. Yeah, in high school, right? No, I was in third grade. Well, because Granny had bought us the illustrated classics books. I read them.
Yep, we're going to talk about books next time. This will be fun.
Okay. So, hope you guys join us next time for that fun debate. Until then, bye guys.
Bye.